Hello and welcome from the Bristly, stranger. We have come back to Charterstone. Now, I played this a long time ago with my friend Dave of the Wee Hours. We got through the very first of the campaigns, but we had a little bit of a problem getting together to do the recordings after that. We are going to start a new game. I'm interested in playing this. I've got the physical copy of the game as well, and it has blown our minds as we were playing multiple times. We're playing with my board game group, some of which you know, Martin and Simon. They have obviously appeared in other videos. But we are going to be coming in. I'm going to be playing it right from the start. I think we're going to go with the purple group. We know we've got cats with them. I'm going to go and try and get through the first kind of level mission. There are 12 in the campaign as full. I don't think we've got more than halfway with any of my playthroughs. So the first ones, I know roughly what to expect, but not exactly. It's been a while for some of it. So I am going to be starting a local game and starting up as purple. So first things first, as we start a new game, we have to name our village. We are going to be Bristlyville? Double L, surely. Yes. So I'm going to be selecting purple character. We know our symbol, it's the nice purple one. Resources, pumpkins. The resources are a little bit abstract. Obviously, you don't build houses out of pumpkins, but that is fine. We are just building up resources to do different things. Like I say, we're going to try and get through this first one as quick as we can. Next up, we have our player settings. We're obviously humans, so we don't change our AI for that. Everything else we are going to keep as AI medium. We are not changing the default names. These are just what they are. That is fine. Let us move on. The immortal Forever King has selected 6 citizens of Green Gully to start a new village far away from the Eternal City. Congratulations on being chosen. Your goal is to bring the greatest glory to the Forever King, so you may rule the village in his name. Oh, what a nice guy the Forever King is. After spending all day flying over the kingdom, the Zeppelin settles down and the guards open the hatch for you and your companions. The sun is setting as you venture outside. The location is a lush landscape of rolling hills, patches of trees, and a babbling brook. Guards unload a number of mysterious crates and forbid you to open any of them. Oh, okay. The group gathers round a large rock you recognise as the Charterstone, just like the one at the centre of Eternal City. Now, the Charterstone is kind of the dice, so deciding who goes first, you normally roll this in the game. That's fine. Our first task is simple. We need to build our basic charter. That is our quadrant of the map. It's already assigned because of the colour we chose, but we can choose where we construct our different things. We only get 6 points, so if we want to build extra things once they're all full, we have to kind of build over stuff that's already there. I don't think we can build over basic resources. I think that always has to be available. The more we construct, the more boxes and things will be available, so we know what we're doing. So first up, we've got to place our pumpkin farm. It doesn't overly matter where it goes, but I'm going to put it just there. And we are all done with that. We have to confirm Bristly's charter. I'm okay with that as well. The others go as well. It's time to determine first player. So as I said, rolling that dice. With the first player, it also determines the last turn. So if the game starts to end on green, but I am first, I won't get another go. But Sebastian, who would have been last in the turn, being red if I was first, they will still get a go. Everyone still gets a go even if the game ends, apart from first player, obviously. So roll the dice. And black is the first player. Okay, Christelle. They are coal. They're obviously just getting some coal. I think The first few turns are going to be fairly simple. Everyone is just going to be getting some resources. Would we like to see a description? No, I'm not a new player. We can zoom in a bit. We're going to put big worker down. At the minute, there's no difference between big worker and small worker. So we're just collecting our pumpkins. As you can see, everybody else is pretty much doing the same. Yeah, lovely. Black has now swapped a resource, which was their coal, and a gold for a card. I didn't see which card they got, but we can look at... Oh, they don't seem to have any cards. Okay, well, that's fine. Maybe the cards aren't open yet. I don't know. Why would they go there then? I'm sure they've got a card. Yeah, look. These are the cards. They've obviously picked one. We didn't see which one it was. These are basically victory points when we go to certain things. And this one, whenever we go to the grandstand, we get a boat. The boat track, I can't remember what it's called, but it's just up here. Whoever's leading will get more points. But this we only go for if we're scoring objectives, and I don't think any objectives are in play. Yes, pay your dues, so get 3 of the air base things, get 4 gold, or get 3 things on the track up here. If I click on it, reputation, there we go. And obviously this is lots easier on the board game because you can just look at it and see straight away. This one is called quota. We can put different things. The only thing we can do at the minute is gold. We have a card as well, but I think our card is... It's not there. Okay, do you know what? That is fine. We need to place a worker. So at the minute, we can only either place a worker or retrieve a worker. If we place a worker on somewhere that has already got a worker, it bumps it back off. So that gives us our pumpkin, and it also gives us our worker back. If we do that to somebody else, it gives them their thing back. It's sometimes helpful to bump people off, but it's sometimes we want to not do that to give us the turn advantage. Obviously, retrieving your workers, you're doing nothing for that turn. Here we go. We can look at our hand with the card symbol there. We have got a crate. Crate number 1 in our hand. We can see that whenever a turn thing works, so at the minute I think we have got 25 turns. Whenever a turn marker goes, they score an extra victory point. So job done, we confirm our turn, and they're going to be getting more wood. Yellow is getting more grain. Black has to retrieve their workers. Blue's gone for a quota. Didn't see what they paid. They obviously paid a resource, but they did get a quota. Now we have these things called influence, and quota uses influence, so they are only on 11 out of 11. They can't get that back until the next game. We have not used any yet. Now if I come to the hand, we can see that we need to open a crate. That is the only thing available to us at the moment. To open a crate, we need to come here and we need 4 gold. Well, we've actually got 4 gold. So we could open the crate. I think that's available. Yes, why not? Let's go for that. We've got this one to open. Lovely, that moves the turn on. So that scores a point for whoever had that. We're scoring points for opening a crate though. We have got a greenhouse. This is going to give us influence in, gives us pumpkins and victory out. But we've got to build it before we do, and it does give us another crate. So that's pretty good. The next one is the pumpkin market. Put a pumpkin in, get a gold and a victory point out. So that will be useful for getting more gold. We have also got personas. Now personas At the start of the game we can choose a persona and they give us certain advantages. We can look at that one. So it's using a building with a pumpkin cost gives us a victory point. Very easy one to use, seeing as a lot of our buildings will have pumpkin costs. That is it for now though. We do want somebody to bump our workers, and we're lucky enough to have that straight away. They're also opening a crate. Now we can go through. They've got the lumber mill, that's influence in for 2 wood out. Pretty good. We have got the wood market, 1 wood in for gold and reputation out. Also good. And they've got the carpenter. This is used for getting... when we pay wood, they get a victory point. But of course, the personas aren't active yet. That is them in the lead on the reputation track. Of course, it is progressing us towards the end of the turn. Now, we could have been careful and not gone there to get the free reputation. We've got the granary, influence for grain and gold. Very good. And this is grain for gold and reputation. And a persona of the grain for victory points. Sure, so this building here would apply for that. And black players got both of their workers getting more coal, so they've only got 1 coal. We can see the resources down here. Sebastian's just getting all of that. But yeah, there we go. They're opening a crate as well. And we have got the brick market. Bricks in for gold and victory points out. We've got influence in for 2 bricks out for the kiln. And we've got the clay for victory points. Well, clay brick, same thing. We have got a worker. If we have a quick check of our hand, we can see that we need 2 pumpkins, a wood, a grain, or a coal and a metal. Now, I think I would prefer the pumpkin market to anything else, so we're going to attempt to build that. With that in mind, we need coal. So we're going to come here, we'll get our worker, we are going to bump black off the coal, that gives us our coal. We need iron. Now we could have gone there because nobody's there, so they might be going there on their go. Yeah, somebody did go there. Okay, that was a kind of mistake. Never mind. If I'd have read the board better, I perhaps could have worked that out. Again, quota is going really well for some people. Any of the buildings at the top with this little flame symbol will move the turn on. So the fact that we've only got 21 turns left, not all of them do end in like the turn moving on. We've got no workers we're going to have to retrieve. Oh, I'm gutted about that. Would have still been going. Never mind. And they're busy bumping each other off. Now we're going to have to bump them off to get our steel. There we go. More stuff. So it'll be something to do with coal, influence to get coal and gold. Coal in 2 money out, very cool, and the miner, which is obviously coal for victory points. Very similar with the personas. Now, if we move the turn on, which blue has done straight away, they're going to get a bonus reputation. So actually, we're falling behind on that, so we're possibly going to lose out on victory points. They've got a lot with blue as well. Refinery. Influence for 1 iron and a victory point. Here we've got iron in for 2 gold out. Very good. And again, metal for victory points. The same, and they got the bonus here. So these 2 are both winning. They'll get 10 points shared. In fact, I don't think they share it. I think they both get 10 points. We do need some metal, so we'll put big here and get our metal. And that's us done. And I'm hoping we get our worker bumped. None of it going out at the minute. Again, resources, that's going to pull a card off this track here. We have got the archivist, that is reputation for this. Yeah, I don't think I'm fussed about that either. I think I do want to build something. So, we look at this bit here, the Zeppelin. We've got to put 3 influence in. I think we also have to have the actual cost of the card. So this one is greyed out. We can't do that one, but we can do the pumpkin market. So we're going to build that. I think I'm going to build it just here next to the grandstand thing. Gives us 5 points, moves the turn on. Oh, it's going to get us close to there again. We could have waited. Never mind. Green is bumping us off, so they're also building something. Lumber in for gold and reputation. And yellow's gone straight there and grabbed some wood. Now, we have got an extra crate in our hand that was left over from the building. But I think I'm just going to get a pumpkin, because the only way we can open a crate is with 4 gold, and at the minute we haven't got enough of that. So we're just going to wait and see what everybody else does. I think it's pretty much going to be hoovering up wood and resources. More quota from the black player. Excellent. More victory points as well. I'm not so fussed about that. At the minute we are in the lead, but the reputation track is going to put us behind. Oh, we've got to retrieve our workers again. Rats. Other people are doing the same though. And there's a reputation from the paying wood. That also gets them gold. And yeah, they're going to have to be retrieving unless anyone bumps them. Now, we could start getting resources. I think we are just going to get a pumpkin and say turn over at that. Kind of need 4 pumpkins. We're getting victory points from that as well, actually. But again, this reputation, we desperately need some. I don't really want to go over there. We could do the grain, I suppose, but that's not actually been built yet. So the wood is the only way of doing that. We are going to bump our own worker, get some more pumpkins. Everybody else is playing this game. I think we're going to have to ignore that. We are going to lose, but oh well. At the minute, we are in 3rd place, so we will get some points, just not many. We need 4 gold, so we will bump our worker 1 more time. Again, wood, sure. Getting some grain. Now, I think at the end of the first game, we keep all of our resources no matter what. So it would be a time that even if we are going to run out of time to play, we could just build stuff up. So with that in mind, I am going to get some gold. I think we might be moving or resetting our workers. Unless somebody else does us a favour. No one needs pumpkins. Nothing wrong with pumpkins. Blue, again, the reputation. If anyone runs out of reputation or influence even, we'll retrieve our workers, the game moves on every time it gets round to them. So some of them, like green here, is getting a bit low. We are still in... Oh no, we're in 4th place, so no points from that now. Okay, that is okay. I think I do want to try and get our gold going though. We're going to have to spend all of our pumpkins to have enough gold to do this. They've just scored victory points for that, so we're well behind now. If we can open another one, we might catch up slightly, but I think this reputation is going to scupper us. Yeah, green's winning, they're going to have a bonus 10 points. That'll be 26. Wow, that's a lot of points. Blue is catching them as well, though. We are going to be doing the same. Excellent. So we have got 3 gold now. 1 more will earn us some points. We could even get on the track. No, we can't. Because they've moved the turn on and stole it away from us. Again, scoring victory points. And yeah, some reputation. Well, we're back in 3rd place, so hopefully nobody else scores any more. There's only a set number of tracks on there. Move turn on. Whoops. We have got our 4 gold now, so we can at least score another few points from that. Wow, more points here. Okay, it does feel bad that we're not earning points there. But we are going to open the box. We've only got 1 to choose from. Moves the turn on and open the box. Going to get us minions. So minions are like an extra worker, but they can only be placed where somebody is not. So we can't bump somebody with a worker. We do have a bonus though, that if a other worker, so from another player, goes on top of our minion, we get a bonus depending on what kind of minion it is. Our minion are cats, as we saw from the battle with Dave. Every time someone bumps them, they are not removed, but we score an extra victory point. We've got the Cat Cafe. 2 gold in gets us cats and victory points out. We need pumpkins, lumber and coals, so we might work towards getting that. We've got the Cat Whisperer. If we retrieve 2 cats, we get 2 victory points. And team building. This is a new objective. It's not in play right now though. Moving the turn on. Now we are on 19, like I said though, this is going to change everything at the end. I think we're going to have to take a loss here. So we've got our workers nicely bumped off. I think what we're going to do is get our pumpkins first. Although, coal is free. If we have, we look at our cards. Cat Cafe needs lumber, it needs coal. Lumber is free at the moment, so I am going to get lumber first and hope that the nonsense ensues with the lumber fest. It's not at the moment. They're all going for grain. Obviously that is going to do similar to this thing up here, gold and the reputation. Red is winning now. Very good. We are going to put our cat down just here to get a pumpkin. And that is our turn done. Come on. Bump our worker back. One of yous. Green catching up on reputation again. Oh, if it had gone for coal, would have been bumped. Oh, we have been bumped. Okay, lovely. We've got our worker back. Now, we don't want to bump our own kitty, but we do need some coal. We're going to have to bump black. That is fine. So now we just need 1 pumpkin and we're okay to build. We also need 3 influence, which we have got as well. Could build the Cat Cafe nice and early. Might get us just enough points to get into 2nd place. Black gives us a victory point because they go with our cat there. And red gives us another one. We've got no workers, so we're going to have to retrieve. That is a shame. The turn is moving on. We've got 11 turns left. There are no reputation left. That's fine. So we've got 4 people in 1st place. They're all getting 10 points. We're actually in 3rd, so we are getting 4 points. Now, I think I'm going to get 1 gold just there. I think I'd have preferred it on the pumpkin, but we can't actually place it on that one. We could have moved our turn back if I'd have changed my mind. Yeah, It's a shame we can't have the cat there. Everyone's going after pumpkins now. Yeah, they have got some gold though. That's given us more points, so we're on 25 now. We do need 2 more pumpkins, so more victory points there. We are going to get pumpkins. 1 more. We've got 11 turns. We should be okay. Influence is still fairly good. Yellow's only got 1 left. Now, because the of 6 there with yellow, you can get influence back. There are certain cards and things that allow you to collect it. There are none in play at the moment. There's metal in for money out. Be a useful way of getting some money. Slightly quicker than ours here. We're going to get another pumpkin here though, and be done at that. Green's giving us more points. Wow, this placement of the cat, I didn't think it'd be any good, but actually, yeah, loads and loads of points. It might even, if we can build it, give us the lead. We have got enough resources, so we're going to do that. To get another 5 points, we're going to build the Cat Cafe, which we're going to build here. Now, if anyone's got lots of gold, which obviously we haven't, they can go here to get their own minions. Cat's the only minions at the moment. That is fine. We're getting more points there. I don't think we've got enough of a lead though, but yellow has just got a cat. Blue's got a cat. Turn 9, so we're racing through. Now, I'm not sure what resources we're going to need. I do know we're going to need more money though. Let's have a quick look at our hand. So we've got a crate. We've got this greenhouse. I'm not a big fan of the greenhouse, but it has got a crate attached to it. I think I'd prefer to get some money and open that though. We have got a worker. In fact, before we go on, what things have we got here? Now this guy, whenever anybody uses this building, so this one just here, we get an influence back. Now I kind of like the idea of that, but we need a resource and a money, and we haven't got any resources. So we are going to get a pumpkin, because pumpkins are always useful in our neck of the woods. That gives us our worker back as well. Getting down to turn 7 though. And they have got a new construction building, so they don't have to use the Zeppelin anymore. They can use this new building, which of course is this one here. You put 2 influence in instead of 3, and 3 gold. I don't think you need the resources though, you just need the 3 gold. You get less victory points, it does still move the turn on. They have got the decorator, so every time you can, no, the first time you use a building to construct, you gain 4 victory points. So this is a one-off, so it's not as good as some of the others. That is fine. You don't have to use that persona. The cat down there. Of course, you get a reputation, but there is no reputation left, so that bit is wasted. The cat would have been better on here, but I'm not going to tell them how to play their game. People are catching us slightly. Like I say, these lead ones are all going to get 10 points. So as long as we're ahead there, is that card still available? That's the wrong thing. It's this thing. Yes, so the treasurer. I think I am going to try and get the treasurer. So we need a resource and a gold. We go there. We're going to pay pumpkin, and we are going to get the treasurer. Now this won't be as good for this game, because this game is nearly over, but we take the treasurer to our next game. So anyone that uses this building here to swap resources for gold will also give us influence, which is pretty good. We can also do that ourselves. It might only be when we do it, actually. Oh, that card might not be as good as I thought, but it'll do for now. again, more cats in play. We've got a 0 influence here now. So that is moving the turn on even further. Oh, we're going to have to retrieve. Yes, we are possibly not getting another go. Green moves it on again because they haven't got any influence, and yellow also. So it is now last turn. I think we might get one more go. So we haven't got anything, any resources. Yeah, it is the final turn. Now, I think we get a victory point for placing our cat as well. So we might as well just get a pumpkin. Score ourselves a victory point. Get ourselves a pumpkin. It is the last round, so green gets to go. They use this building here to get a card. And they get some grain. And that is it. The last round is over. So all of these things that are in their banks will carry through to the next game. Who won? We were third. Wow, it was super close. Because of the track being third, we got 5 points from that. In fact, I don't think we did. Can we look at the reputation? Yeah, we got 0 points. Oh, feels bad. If we'd have got just 1, we'd have got an extra 7 and been winning. But that is fine. We got 3 stars. Everybody apart from Black Player got stars. These don't really come in this game, I don't think. I think they're recorded on our special in-game packs. Do we get to see that? Ah yes, here we go. So we've got 3 stars. We can put them on anything. This will allow us to have an extra thing. So if we fill up these 8, we start the game, the new games, with an extra coin, any resource, a victory point, a peril. Well, peril's not in yet. This is reputation, so a good one to start with. This is minions. There are only cats that we can get anyway. Capacity. Now I think that is extra carrying for future games. So do you know what? I'm just going to add all of our glory to that. Extra capacity in the future might be great. This is cards. This is personas. Start the game with an extra persona. Might be a way to score extra victory points, but no, I think capacity is what I want. So yes, there we go. A little bit of explanation about capacity there. At the end of games 2 through to 12, capacity is determined by our personal supply. So at the minute we're keeping everything. In the future I think we can only keep 1 of each thing unless we have bumped up our capacity. I think at the end of this game we also do get to choose an extra capacity slot because we didn't win. The winner doesn't. So yeah, final scoring. So yes, we have finished our game. We're not moving on to the next one. That will be for next time, obviously. But we can see at the minute, there's not much in it, really. Everyone got 3 apart from the black. The capacity, I don't think we get it this time, but the blue player wouldn't have got that. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you will join me for the next one. I'm very much looking forward to it. Like I say, I have played a bit of this with the actual board game, but we've not finished it. I think we're about halfway through. It is a bit spoilerific, and I know that some of the people we play won't be playing with it, but we haven't managed to get together to finish it off. I think it's took us a year to get halfway through it. That's the problem with having real life problems going on. But that is fine. I hope you will join me for the digital version. If you have enjoyed it, all of the normal stuff, you know what to do. But for now, I've been the Bristly Stranger. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we will see you next time.